Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the third week of Python for Data Science. Welcome to this problem solving and doubt clearing session. So, already we have covered several topics at this moment, and now today we will go even more details. So, today I need to show many of the important things. I will discuss them, and we need some intense time. We need some time with. Mm, because we need to show because I need to show a lot of things today. So, for from the beginning I will not waste much time for discussing several aspects, rather I will directly jump to the topics today. And if anyone has any question and problem question or doubt or whatever, then that I will that I will allow you to write in the chat box. For that, after some time I will open the chat box. When I will see it and check it, then you can drop your messages there, such that I can check that and give the answer. Actually, in the first class there were, due to many people joined, so there was some chaos. It was very chaotic class. That's why I am not giving I am not turning on your. I am not letting you turning on the mic from the very beginning. Okay, so that part I will come, but there are several things to discuss actually today. So we need to go through all of them. Several points we have already covered. That how to you now you know how to work with Python, and in several platform like either Jupyter, or Colab, or Spider, whatever. So you can use whatever you have. I hope everyone has their laptop or computer or whatever they are using with them, and I suggest that whenever I will do the coding, that part that you also do by yourself at the same time at your home or whatever, wherever you are joining. So then it will be a fruitful tutorial session where you can do it while I am also doing it. Fine. And today actually there are several things that which are planned, and these are very important things. If you want to master Python, then it is very needful. This week is very much necessary. So, what we will learn in this week, first is that reading files. So, we have already I have already shown in the previous week also that how to read files. And okay, so as I am talking about the reading of files, so I will first mention one of the two things. One is that those who are not able to join the class in this time due to some other commitment, maybe, or maybe due to the like I cannot accommodate more than 100 people, that is why also. So, they can visit the YouTube channel and get the recorded video lectures from there. So, I am giving the link of that in this chat section. You can see there the you can see that there in the chat section I have shared the link with you, where you will get the recorded video lectures. And I will also share the drive folder. Wait a minute, that is drive folder link is actually already shared. I have pinned that, and if you are not getting, I will share it again. This is the drive folder link where you can get the all of this where you can get all of these materials, like whatever slide I am showing, that you can access from this Google Drive folder. You can access all the assignment, question, answers, all the Python codes that I am doing during this tutorial session, that you also can access from that Drive folder link. Okay. So, no need to worry about the accessing part. I think I have uploaded the Colab Jupyter files, .py files and .ipynum files also, and for reading files, there you need some example files. So, there can be .csv file, .txt files, or .xls, ls files, and whatever it can be, those whatever I am showing, those are also there. So you can download them and practice them. Okay. So, important thing is reading file that I have already shown at the very last moment of so reading file I have shown at very last moment of previous class, and then there was not much time. So, if, many data analysis part that I will show today, and then the data preparation processing, and in that I will show the scatter plot, line plot, bar plot, histogram plot, box plot, pair plot, all those things I will show it to it today. Uh, Apart from that, there is one of the very important concept which are the loops, like different loops in Python, like for example for loop, while loop, nested loop. So those things also today I will discuss. So that's why I am telling this class is very important, because those are very basic of coding. In any coding you actually need that idea of loop, because loops are used to repeat the actions very efficiently. So, and without loop you cannot get the ultimate power of, you cannot understand the ultimate power of coding, or simulation, whatever for whatever purpose you are using, because you need you are working with lot of data. That's why you are using this Python or any programming software. So you need to learn these things very nicely. Okay. So, so this is the week 3, the main important topics for week 3, and plotting is different type of plottings are also important. I have already shown that in the previous week that what is NumPy, what is matplotlib.pyplot, what is pandas. These 3 things I showed to you. Today I will show them in some more detail, and I hope everybody is already aware about all of these modules and libraries which I have shown earlier, and you don't have any problem with those. And I whoever just joined, I will whoever just joined, I want to mention that I have turned off the comments and comment section and chat section and mic at this moment, otherwise it becomes very chaotic. I will on them after some time, and then whatever question you have you can write into the chat box and I can discuss. Okay. Otherwise it becomes very chaotic, and it becomes very difficult to complete the whole topic that is aimed for today's class. Okay. So, fine. So these are the topic that so let me tell you the plan for today. So the first thing is that introduction and information part, which I have already done in this first 15 minutes, first 10 minutes, sorry, and then I will go to the spider to show you one example of data handling. Like I will take one data set, one example, one .csv file, and very slowly I will do the several steps to show you that how you can also do it. And meanwhile, in the with me while I am doing this, you can also do it by yourself. Okay, I will do it very slowly. So that is the second part. Then I will go to the either Colab or Jupyter. Then I would like to show you several examples with simulation, examples in the sense like I will use NumPy, of course these 3 module only, these 3 libraries only, NumPy, pandas and matplotlib.pyplot, and show several plotting. I will show the loops, what are different loops, how to use them. Okay. So after that, at the last in the last 20 minutes to 30 minutes, I will we will solve some assignment problem, and I will give you one example .csv file which you can check and run and utilize for your learning purpose at your home. Those kind of and you need to also have the notion that with what command you will what you will get actually in your as your output, because that will help you in the in solving your assignment as well as for your examination purpose. Okay, fine. So Okay, sorry for the disturbance. I was there was some call coming. Okay, fine. So okay, so this is the example for today that we are going to do. So first is, you can see that there is some file which I already have in the same file location, as the file name is toyota.csv. Okay, this is some selling of car model, like not model, some real data that I will also provide this data to you, so that you can play with this data to do several things. So first, one by one I will show you that what are the different things that you can do with the data. So this is just an example. There are many things actually which are already discussed with you in the class, in the video lectures. Okay. So now this is the practice session. Maybe some of you are already aware about all these things, but our motivation is to teach both, for both who are not aware about this and those who also know these things and still want to do this course. So keeping those things in mind, first I will go very slowly and one by one, very simple things, and then you can implement this and learn this different level of you can have your own different level of understanding with this, and I will share all of this. So first, what I am doing in this thing is that there is some data that is provided to you, which is called as toyota.csv. Now you need to check the data, you need to analyze the data. So for that, what will you do? Suppose you don't have any idea about data, just data which contains about 40,000 rows and 50,000 columns. That means you cannot analyze those data just by seeing it. You need some software, some tool, something to understand, to learn about that data, and in this era is era of data. So you cannot do era of data, so you cannot do much without knowing these tools. So first, for any code, what you need to do is, first you need to import NumPy, then you need to import the matplotlib.pyplot for plotting purpose, and you need to import pandas for reading the CSV files and doing the data analysis and all of those things. Okay. Okay, so actually, yes, so these are the three libraries, and other than that, there is one import that you can see, import OS. So OS means you already know that is operating system. This provides actually the functions for interacting with different operating system. Like this OS module provides the function for interacting with the operating system, and it can have, like, it can what it can do is, like, it help us to handle the current working directory, creating the directory, listing out files and directories within the Python, deleting directory or files using Python. So if anybody knows about the Linux system, then they can understand that the Linux system, then they can understand that whatever the code you use there to do the operations, like cd for change directory, ls for listing out all of the files. So all of those can be run here in the Python also if you use this OS module. Okay. So fine. So even I can show you, like, in this case, suppose I don't know what is my working directory. Okay, give me some 1 minute. Okay, so suppose I don't know my working directory on which I am working at this moment. So go to the console where console is written, then write pwd, then sorry, then write the pwd, then you can see that whatever directory or path, whatever file I am using, that information it will give. Okay. So, similarly, if I want to listing out what are there in my files, in these files, then I can simply write ls and it will give me all of the information of ls, like what one the total list of whatever files I have in this directory. Directory means the particular path or particular file location that I am accessing at this moment. Now, first I need as I have this .csv file, so I can first call the data, like read the data. For that I need to I can do pd, like pd means pandas here, pd dot read csv and then toyota.csv inside the inverted comma. This will help you to like let me run by single like single line. So, first I will comment, you can comment by giving hash, you can also comment by giving 3 inverted first inverted comma, and that will also like that will start from the starting point to ending point, wherever you have started and you have ended, up until that part the Python will not read and it will not run. Okay. So, for let me admit okay. So, the part whichever you have whichever is inside this first inverted comma, that will not be considered to run in the while I will run the code. So, so fine. So, first I am reading the data and I am giving the variable as cards data, and in this cards data this is storing the whole this is storing the whole data of this toyota.csv. Now, first I will run this, it will not show anything because I have just stored the data. Now, I will whenever you work with lots of data, then this is a good habit that sorry, whenever you are working with a huge amount of data, then it is a good habit to copy the data in some other variable. Then if you change anything in the data, then it will not directly affect the main data which you already have in your file, because you cannot modify the original data. But of course, for your understanding you may need to do several changes in the other part of the data to understand that. So, for that what I am doing is first I am creating a copy of the original data. Okay. I am running it, and now first it was cars data, now it is cars data 1, the copy thing. Okay. So, then I can also understand that I can get the index, like what are the indices that I have in the data, like if it is the information about card, the price of the card and company of the card, or something else also, what are the indices, what are the information of the card about the card we have, that we can check just by checking the heading of the each column, and that can be done that will be stored in the heading, while how many number of indices I have, like total number of rows and columns, like that can be checked with the index. So, to get the index of the data frame, I will just write cards data 1 dot index, it will give me the index, and you can see 0 to 1435, that means the 1436 rows that I have in my data. Fine. So, number of rows, you know that how many data is stored in your data. Now, you can also get that what are the headings that or what are the information that you have in your data, and for that I have commented it, like to get the headings of the columns. For that you just write cards data 1 dot columns, and it will give you the name of the columns, like headings of the columns, like price, age, kilometer, fuel type, met color, HP, met color, automatic, CC, doors, weight, everything is given. Okay. So, now you know that what are the information that you have in your data. Now you can check the size of the data just by doing cards underscore data 1 dot size, and you will get the size that is showing 14360. Why? Because you have 1436 number of number of rows and 10 number of columns. So total 14360 cells in your data point, that the total 14360 data points that you have, which is which you can know just by doing cards data 1 dot size. So this is the size of your data. Now you can check the shape of your data. Size will give you the number, total number, like by multiplying it, while shape will give you the number of rows, comma, number of columns. That's why it is showing in a first bracket it is showing 1436 10. That means 1436 numbers of rows and 10 number of columns. Now you can also check that how much memory is used in each column for each column. So for that you can write, just I am defining as memo and equal to cards data 1 dot memory usage. Then this will give you the amount of space or memory it is using in your computer, and this value whatever it is giving, it is in the bytes. It is showing 11,488 means this much bytes, that means 0.1 MB. Okay, why 0.1 MB? Because 11488, that means if you write it in terms of 10 to the power 6, that means megabytes, then it is 0.1 into 10 to the power 6 bytes. That's why it is 0.1 megabyte, or 11, whatever it is showing, 11488 bytes. Okay, so now you can know about the array dimension, because this is, I have already told in the first class that the dimension of the array can be 2 dimension, 3 dimension, whatever data you have. So this is a 2 dimensional data, because you have a column and you have columns and rows 1436 comma 10. Okay. So 10, so that is why it is showing that if I do the cards data 1 dot ndim, then it is showing dimension is 2. So with these things, first whatever data you have, you need to check all these things to have the idea about data, because you have not opened the data by yourself in any software, because with this 14360 amount of data you cannot handle by your own eyes and head, because there will be it is very much possible that it will end up with some error if you just do by hand. Okay, so now you can check like the bare minimum things which needs to be done, those I have already checked, like what are the number of what are the indices, what is the headings, what information I have, what is the size, shape, memory, what amount of memory it is using, what is the dimension, everything. Now you can do several other things, like here it is showing cards data 1 dot head, and in bracket it is 6. So what it will do, it will do the function of head turns the first n rows from the data frame. So that means whatever data you have, it will as you are giving head bracket 6, that means first 6 rows of the data it will stored in this new variable, which is n row, and as I am printing, so it will print the n row. So you can see the 0 1 2 3 4 5, that means 6 rows it has stored in the n row, and it is printing that only. And 6 mean 5, because I have already mentioned that Python always count from 0, not from 1. Okay. Now similarly, this is from the starting point, you can count, you can check 5 rows or 5 rows. Again you can check it from the tail also, like from the last from the end of the data, you can check the last 5 or last 6 rows. So if you do cards data 1 dot tail, inside the bracket it is 5, then the function tail returns the last few rows, and that is what it is showing here. You can see that 1431, 1432, 1433, 1434 and 1435, that means the last 5 data row, last 5 rows of your data it is printing. Okay. So, you can also check the sorry, you can also check like a particular point, like in the fuel type, you are locating at you are locating at 4, in the row third row of fuel type you want to check. Like I have given 4 just to check just by randomly to check that what is there, if it is what kind of fuel it is using, just to show that by point also you can check that what particular at a particular point what is the data corresponding to a particular heading. Like what I have now, I have price, age, kimi, fuel type, HP, met color, automatic, CC, doors, weight, etc. So for the fuel type, at 4 place, that means at 4 row and 4 column, at that place, at 4 row, what is the fuel type of that car. So that is what it will show if I run it. So you can see at the 4 the fuel type is diesel, that's why it is showing diesel. Okay, so now I have given just a random just a fuel. I have just checked the fuel type. You can check some other thing also, like the age, mate, color, or whatever. Sorry. You can also do that integer based lookups, like integer based means integer based means that for that fuel type, whenever you are giving the heading and giving a particular row information, they just you need to write dot at, whereas if you just want a integer based lookups, then you need to give dot iat. Here 4 comma 5 means at 4 row number 4 and column number 5. Okay. So you can see from the starting point, if you see that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, in this 4th row means this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 means this column, this 1, 1 and 0, 0, 0, this column. Then 4.5 means it will show you this 0 dot 0 dot 0. So if I run it, then you can see that it is showing it is showing 0.0. So at any point, what is the data that you have, what is the stored data that you have, that you can check. You can also access a group of rows and columns by writing this colon comma fuel type. So for that, it will show all the 1, 4, 3, 6 rows that you have corresponding to the fuel type. That's why it is showing 0 row 0 diesel, 1 diesel, and dot 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 dot. There are several petrol, and whatever it has. So as there are 1436, that means 1436 number of rows, so it is not printing all of them, it is just printing some of them, and inside them it is given, it is written as dot dot dot. Okay, so now you can check the object type also at a particular object type also. So for that you just need to write, as I have already shown that for particular type of data you can just write type and in the bracket just write the variable, then it will give you the type of the data. Here you can just write that cars underscore data 1, whatever your data you have stored in that variable dot d type, it will give you the object type, and here here it is showing that it is object. Okay. Similarly, several other operations are there, like if you do dot select d types, then it will return a subset of the columns from data frame based on the column d types, and I have selected the object. Okay. Now you can also have the information of columns, you can also have the you can also you can like check for the other, like I have already only shown with the fuel type. Now you can also do you can also check with others, like how much kilometer it has run, so that is written as kilometer. Then automatic then what is the age of the card, all those things, what is the price of the card, all of those things you can check. Now you can two very interesting things that I would like to mention after this. One is this one is this you have several columns, right? One consists of price, one consists of age, one consists of how many kilometer it has run already, what is the fuel type, and several other things. So suppose you want to check the relation between two different columns, like what is the joint probability that if the age is 23 years, that the card has run for the 23 years, then then with the data you can learn that whichever card has run for 23 years, then what amount of kilometer it can run. So you can check the probability that of course like whatever, even in machine learning or all those things, you need to train your system, that means you are training your CPU or your computer by giving some data. So you have some real life data and you are giving that data information to your system, to you are helping to learn about that data, and with that learning you can you are predicting that with the base of the probability calculation, that what next data, if you put some random data which are not real, then it can say something about that. Okay, so everything is based on the training of those data. So here you have to and that runs with this joint probability calculation. That's why it is very important. So right now and for that you can do pandas.crosstab, and here I have given index means row. Suppose what automatic index means like I have considered one column, and I have considered some other column which is fuel type, and I want to check the joint probability, like what is the probability that how much correlated these two data points are, like how much automatic is correlated with the fuel type. That you can do just by doing pandas.crosstab, and you can print that. And last but not the least, I can tell you that if you can plot the plot and visualize the data, that is most important. But before that, maybe I can you see my plotting? I don't think so. You can not see my plotting. 1 minute, let me admit the other people. Okay, so you cannot see my plotting. I will I'll show that. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so for that what I am doing, let me tell that, then I will show the plotting. So here if you see that I have done the scatter plot between age and price. So I can select any of the data point as x axis and another column as y axis. So x axis is my age column and y axis is my price column. Then I can do the scatter plot and get the overall idea that with the age of the card, how the price is dropping. Okay, because you know that if a card is used for 5 years, then it will whatever the price it will have after using for 5 years, the price of it after using 10 years, it will all obviously drop. Okay, so that you can have the idea just by like this is the intuitive idea that you have, but what exactly it is following, like for this card example it is very obvious, but for several other examples, you like for example COVID, when COVID happened, then you don't know that how the progress is happening. So you need to know that what is the trend. So to see the trend, you can check with any two given column that what is the trend, what is the like with one x axis, like whatever your x axis is, maybe time or year or days, that how the number of patients is increasing, decreasing, or whatever. Okay, so that you can check. I will suppose at this moment I am doing scatter plot I am doing, and I am checking how age and price is varying. and I have already shown in the previous class that plt dot use of plt dot scatter, plt dot plot, plt dot title, x label, y label, so etc. So let me just show you the plot. The plot is already generated, but it is undocked, so it is not showing over here. Let me show that. Okay, so this is the plot that is generated. You can see that the age is at x axis and y axis it is price. So at the 0th point, like of course these are dummy variable like points, like 30,000 cannot be a card's price, but just to give you an essence of what it is, that is why it is a like a dummy example set or data, not that much real data. So you can consider that maybe 30,000 is 3 lakh or 30 lakh you can consider. So here it is, I have considered the 30,000. So at 0th year or 1 it was sorry at suppose at 0th year or somewhat like that, it was highest price, and after the time as the age is increasing for the for the car, like I have used already for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, of course it will the price will drop drastically. And this will saturate after a point. So that is what it is showing. So you can get a generalized idea that how it can vary. So this can be intuitively understood. This is very intuitive, but it for the other data which you do not have the some intuitive idea, for that these type of plots are very necessary. Then you can understand that if I vary the x axis like this, then my y axis, that is the other data point, how that is actually varying. Okay. So so this is one example with which you can which now I hope you can understand the how to play with the data and how to learn about data which you don't have, which you do not know otherwise, like you have not opened that data earlier, you do not have any idea about that, what it could be, what information it has, then what to do, that I have shown to you at this moment. Okay, with this now I can now I will go to the other thing where I will show you the several examples. Several examples means literally several examples. So I will give you some one first. I will give you one problem that I have already solved. So this is also simulating a sales data. So this kind of problems that you can. So basically this now I will go for a tutorial with different problems and different types of plots, different because I have just shown the plt dot plot and scatter dot plt dot scatter. Other than that, there can be several types of plot, like line plot, bar plot, then histogram plot. Then there can be the different types of you can beautify, you can do the beautification of those plots, all those even box plot, all those I will say. So all those I will show it to you, not only show, not only say. I will give that I would like that you also perform these codes with me at the same time while I am doing this, and if you cannot, then then you try it later on at least, and I will share this Python files with you also. Okay, and then I will go to the loops. Loops are very important, and for I would like to mention one more thing, that those who wants to learn more about numerical recipe, like numerical point of view, like if you want to learn about the integration, differentiation with Python, maybe the root finding and several other things, those are not covered in this uh, those are not covered here in this course, but I can those who are interested, I can give you one very nice book like which you can find online, or maybe I can share it with you also. Those who are interested, they can go and check there, learn from there, and if you have any queries, then you can mail me. I would like to help. I would be very happy to help you. So in the earlier cases, I found there were 2-3 people at least those who joined and mailed me for learning numerical integration, differentiation, all those things by themselves, and they are still in contact via mail with me. So, but those are out of the scope of this course, so I will not go to that direction, but I would like to share that book with you. That book is called Numerical Recipes. You can directly learn from there, and if you do not have, I can upload that with you also. And but this is just for those who want to learn even more, and want to learn the differentiation, integration, and all those other things, other like for the advanced part. Okay, fine. I like the name. I'll write the name in the chat section. Numerical recipes. Numerical recipes. This is the third, the art of scientific computing. The art of scientific computing. So this is the book, very nice book, and this is by this is I am talking about the third edition. Whatever edition you can find, you can check, and written by William H. Presch, and there are several 3 other authors also. Okay, fine. So let us take a 1-minute break, and then I will start with this this tutorial, this part. Okay. Okay, fine. So, 1 minute. 1 minute. Fine. Now I'll go here. So you can see this is I have given the heading of as visualization of data, because we are talking about data only this week. So the problem that is given over here is the problem that is given here is saying that you are working, suppose, for a retail company, and your task is to simulate sales data for different products. You have a list of products, their base prices, and the number of sales for each product. Your goal is to calculate the total revenue and profit for the company. So I have already solved this problem. This is a very standard problem actually. If you can solve this problem, then you can then you are already you have already mastered it. So maybe I will turn off the chat sections at this moment. If anyone has any question, then you can write in the chat section. Okay. So yes, it is open now. You can write what if you have anything to say. So so this is showing that so for that what I have done for anything and everything, first if you want to read the data or if you want to work with anything, first import NumPy and pandas. So that is what I have done. Then it is saying that you have a list of products and their base prices and the number of sales for each product. So for that what I have like it should have with me. So I have generated a data. This is a dummy data that suppose I have a data which consists of products and base prices as it had mentioned. So product name I have given as product A, product B, product C, and product D, and the best prices of it is 10, 15, 20, and $25. Okay. So, now I need to and what it is saying, you have a list of products, their base prices and the number of sales for each product. But for the number of sales for each product, I have not particularly defined what is the number of sales that is that has happened for a particular product. So, for that to let you know that you can also generate some sort of random number, that is why I have chosen it in such a manner that number of cells it will choose somewhat randomly, and this np.random.seed42 actually set a random seed for reproducibility, and I have given this dot seed I am using because it will produce the same random number if I run for first time, second time or third time. If you just use numpy.random.randit, then it will not give you the reproducibility. That means it will different time, if you run it for different time, it will give you different data. But if I, as I have done dot seed, then it will give me the same random data that you have generated for the first time, and then for the second time it will generate the same data. So, there are several types with an np.random. You can also play with that and learn that what are the modules that is available with this library. Okay. So, this is just for just to let you know I have used this random. Otherwise, for this number of cells also I could have used another array, one day array. I mean I could have used another list. Okay. This is not array, this is list. Okay, let me check. Okay, I will show the program again, don't worry, and I will upload that also. And my laptop is not supporting the 64-bit version of Jupyter. What shall I do, ma'am? Can I proceed with any other ID? Yes, you can also with word Spider, but if Spider is also not running, then please use Google Colab. That is a like a software like a online platform for using the Python. It will support for anything wherever the Chrome is supported. So, you can just go to the Chrome and Google and then light Google Colab, then sign in with your, of course, in your Google account you of course you are of course signed in with your Gmail ID. So, there you can go to the Google Colab and you can do what every Python programming there also. So, just to learn that Colab is enough. So, if Jupyter or Spider is not happening, then you can do this. Now, for the so I have simulated the data like the product I have defined, best prices in I have also defined, I have given the number of cells. Now, now it is that now what is the question? What is the question or what is the goal? Goal is to calculate the total revenue and profit for the company. Okay, so total revenue and profit for the company. So, for that what I am doing is that I am calculating the total revenue and profit. So, I have, although I have not told you what is the for loop, what is the while loop, but I want to show you that how much it is important, then I will go to them. Okay. So, here I am showing that I am doing the sum, like a total revenue is that is a sum of best prices and number of sales, like corresponding to a product A, the number the price multiplied with the number of sales, that is what is your total revenue, and that you need to calculate for product A, product B, product C and product D. So, for that what I am doing, I am summing over the base multiplication of base price plus number of sales, and that is for I in range length of products. That means it will do it for product A as well as product B, product C and product D. So, you can understand to check all of these, like this is very simple and very nice and very small data I am talking about, which I have generated here, but you can have a very elongated data, very big data. So, for that you cannot help by without using the for loops or any other thing, for loops or any other loops. So, this is the total revenue, that is the sum over base prices into number of sales, and that I am calculating for all of the products, product A, product B, uh, product C, product D, all of them. Okay, so now the total cost is sum into like like 1 minute. So the question is why I am multiplying with 5 for low cost, because you can multiply with other also, because I am assuming the constant cost for making the product is $5 per unit. Suppose that is my assumption, that is why I have written assuming a constant cost of $5 per unit, and you could have considered some other thing also. So, for that, because to understand the profit, what I need to do? I need to do what is the total revenue that I have gained, and from that I need to subtract the total cost that I have spent to produce those products. So, for that, this is the total cost, which is sum over 5 star number of sales, that is only the total number of, because I am also considering whatever number of products that I have sold, those are the number of products that I have produced also. Okay. So, this is very toy model, that what I am showing. It is not for a in general case. This is for, suppose I am considering that whatever I have produced in my as a product, all of them are sales, all of them are sold, and that is why number of, I am multiplying with the number of sales, and I am considering that I am assuming that the constant cost of the product per unit is $5. So, again I am going it for range in the length of like product length, like for product A, product B, product C, product D, it will count all of them. Then what I am doing is total profit is equal to total revenue minus total cost. Okay. So, so this is with this only you can understand, without doing the other part, this part it is not necessary. Just by if you do up to this, 1 minute, just if you do up to this, then only whatever question is given to you is already done. Your goal is to calculate the total revenue and profit for the company. Okay. Now, I also want to store it as a data frame. Then what I am doing, I am writing as in terms of list and tuple, and then you can see that I am writing pd.data frame. I am creating a data frame where it will store the product as a heading, and then colon, then the products mean this list it will call, and then base price I am giving as a heading, then this base price by after colon this base prices which I have already defined as a list here. So, it will call for the base price, it will call the base underscore prices list, and another is the number of sales, and it will call the num sales. Okay. So, this is just to show you that you can also create a data frame. You can also do it just by utilizing Python. So, you can, I am not saving this data as CSV file or TXT file. You can even use save text, np.save text, or you can use pandas for saving the text, and you can also store the data frame as a text file or CSV file or Excel file. Okay. So, this first part is the main let me write it as like, then it will be helpful. This is where I am defining the things. This is just because any data is not given to you, so that is why I have defined. So, this is the part where I am calculating it. So, this is the process 1 with which you can do it. Process 1. Now, I am creating data frame. These are other parts that I am showing you that you can do these things also. So, your problem is end by this point, you have already calculated, but you have not printed till now. For that to know them, you need to print it. But you can also in other section I am showing that what else you can do. You can also create a data frame, and with the not by doing this, you can also calculate the revenue and profit in other terms, which is like this, like by calling the sales data revenue like this is some other way that you can do this. Okay, so both will give you the same result. So I am just running this and it will show that the total revenue it is showing 5630 and total profit is 4020, and sales data it is printing the data that I have created as a data frame with the pandas. Okay, and this you can check, I have used this np.random.seed. What is this? You can check it just by asking to the just by running a cell by giving a question mark. So this is your first problem, that you now you know how to handle the data as well as how to work with the data. Okay, so YouTube channel I will give it to you. Someone is asking for YouTube channel, so do visit there. I will like whatever, if I need to share anything I share there in the community post, and all the videos are uploaded there. And this is the YouTube channel and my name itself, and please explain the total revenue and total profit. Okay, so the total revenue and total profit is nothing but the total revenue means whatever amount of sales that you have done corresponding a particular product, and if you and like total revenue is the total amount of money that you have earned by selling that all of the product. By selling all of the product, whatever money you have earned, that is the total revenue. And total profit means whatever after subtracting the total revenue from the cost that you have spent for making this product, whatever you have left with, that is the profit that you have made with the by selling the by selling your product. Okay, so this is these are what are these are the so these are the total profit and total revenue. Fine. So similarly, there is another problem which is defined as analyzing students grade, and this code actually I had already shown to you in the previous class. It is saying that suppose you are given with a CSV file containing information about student grades in different subjects. The CSV file has the following columns like student ID, name, subject and grade. Each row presents a student's grade in a specific subject. Your task is to load the data from the CSV file into a pandas data frame, calculate the average grade for each subject, find the student with highest average grade, determine the number of students who failed in each subject, concatenate the student's name and subject to form a new column student subject in the data frame, convert the data frame into a NumPy array, perform element wise arithmetic operations, use string operations to extract the first name and last name from the student. So this is a example. Okay, so Parambrata is asking that can this problem 1 be used using scatter plot or other graph? Yes, you can plot this also as a scatter plot, but here as you have the 4 data points only, so you will get the 4 points. Okay. Now this problem 2 I have already I can show that in the previous class I actually discussed this thing. So I will just show this one this one. I will just show that problem 1. So I will not explain that in this class again, because I have already explained this question again, but but in the previous class I have not shown it to you that how like in what way the question can be defined. So in this way the question can be defined and you can do the same thing which I showed in the previous class. So you can see that I have imported pandas and NumPy, and then I have an example.csv file where I have the information about all of those which I just mentioned, that student ID, name, subject and grade. Then I can store the data, I can store the data as DF, and then I am grouping by subject and grade. Then I can do the calculate the best student, fail student, who had who the grade arrays, scale grades and everything, and I can print them. What is the average grade, what is the number of failed student, what is the number of student that obtained that is there in the particular subject, and what is the NumPy array. All of them I have already shown in the previous class. Okay. So this is the question, and I have already given the code. This is there in the in the Google Drive folder. So you can just play with this. You can you try to write your own code and play with this. Okay, so this is suppose your problem 2 for as a homework, and you can learn it while I have already given the code to you. Okay. So I will again come back to the same thing which I was showing. Okay, so now as someone was asking also about the scatter plot, I will go to the plotting again. So yes, you can do the plotting. Okay, so yes, I can go slow, but there are several topics actually which I need to cover. That's why I am running fast. And if you, I understand this. So if you have any problem, then please visit the YouTube channel. There the recorded version will be there, so you can find the. If you need to understand these and seeing these several times, you can do this by seeing the videos. Okay. Okay, so maybe as you are finding it little bit fast, I can give you 1 minute break before going to the plotting part. Just take a 1 minute break, okay, and revisualize and visualize and understand these things, and then after 1 minute I will start that. Okay. Okay, so further I will go to the plotting, where first is a scatter plot. So suppose you I have for plotting anything, you need to import the matplotlib.pyplot, which I have imported as PLT. And then there is I am taking some sample data, like I am defining to list like x and y, just randomly. X is given as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and y is 5 9 3, like some random data. So now I want to check the scatter plot. So, and one more thing, no need to worry, I will share all these codes to you, so you can play with them by downloading it. Okay, so no problem there. So I will create a scatter plot. So for that, what I need to do is plt.scatter x comma y, and I have already mentioned what are the things that you can play with. You can change the color. I have given it as blue. You can give it red, black, magenta, green, whatever you want, and I am marking it as O and label it as data points. Okay. Then I am giving the x level as x axis, y level as y axis, title as scatter plot example, and plt.legend is important. If you don't give this, then this label will not be available or not be this level will not be shown in the plot. Okay. So, that is why plt.legend is important, you need to give that, and then I am giving the grid, I am giving the grid as true, that so that it gives the grid points, so the grids, and then I am writing plt.show to show the figure. So, I will run it, I have already run it earlier also. Okay, so these are the this is the scatter plot. So, if as I have given, at one point it is taking as 5. So, at one x axis it is taking as 5, at 2 it is taking 9, 3, 4 it is taking 7, as according to the data. Okay, and you can plot them, but you can see this is very random data, like something going up, something going down. You cannot understand a trend, actually you cannot understand the trend. So, for that but you know, each every data, like if can you connect this data with a single line? You cannot. For that, if I want to connect it, then suppose I am also doing plt dot plot with this as xy and running it, then it will you can see this is zigzag like this. But this can also be actually so now I am turning it off. So, this, but you can actually fit it also, like what is the trend of the fitting, like if you fit this data with a linear fitting, then you can see that what is the trend of the data, what is the linear fit of the data, best fit of these 8 data points. Then for that you can do the linear fitting. So, what is linear fitting, that I will tell now. So, linear fitting is for that I have utilized, I have imported a library which is called SciPy. So, you can there are several other things, like I am directly using a library and a module to do this linear fitting. Even without using this SciPy, you can even write your own code to this for doing this fitting problem. Okay. But this is actually very standard and very nice and simple way to do the fitting, that is why I am using it. And so, for this from this scipy.optimize I have imported the curve fit. So, with that you can fit with any function actually, because as it is saying this is a curve fit. Okay. But I want to fit it with a linear line, a line, like just to say very the simplistic, most simplistic case, I want to fit it with a line. So, so for that I am defining a linear function. Now, first suppose I have this, I have the same data which I have written as sample data, and then I am defining a linear function which is y equal to mx plus b, because equation of line is y equal to mx plus b only. So, from this you can understand, to do any kind of numerical analysis, or to know about the coding very nicely, or to do simulation, all of these things, you the idea of mathematics is very much needed. Mathematics mathematics, the language of mathematics is what you are converting to coding only. So, that is so without having the general idea of mathematics, it is very difficult to code. So, so now I am defining a linear function which is y equal to mx plus b, that is as linear and that I am defining as a function. So, DEF means I am defining. Okay, so this is another thing that I would like to emphasize, that you can define any function. This is a very small function, I am defining linear function and it is returning mx plus b, this function actually. Okay. You can define very big, like you can define anything as a function, most of the codes which are very organized codes and very nice codes, and like 900 lines codes and 1000 lines code, people of course use this if people of course define the function. Without that it is very difficult, because as I have defined this as function, now I can call this function, and for any x and m I can actually calculate the point. And if I run in this function into a for loop, then without doing point by point analyzing, it can do for every point at a time, just in fraction of seconds. Okay. So, okay, those are the separate things, but now I want to feed the data using this curve fit tool. So, for that this curve, what is this curve fit? To know about to know about this, you can I have just I have just placed my cursor over there, and you can see that this is showing that the model function, it must take the independent variable as far as, I mean, you can know about this modules just by running in the next cell you can just write curve fit and question mark and see what it is. Okay. So, for now just believe me and use this, that it will give you the parameters and the covariance, and it will feed your it will feed your data with a linear function, that means with a line. That means with a line, and then you can store your parameters at as like I am storing your the m and b. M means the this y equal to mx plus b, there is m and there is b. So, I can store these parameters as m and b and generate the fitted line as fitted y equal to linear function of x m b. What is x? What x is the data, m is what is m and b I have calculated by doing this curve fit. Okay. So, now you can just plot x y, which will just give you the same as previous this thing, because that I am just doing the scatter plot, and now I can do the plot plt dot plot and x and fitted y, then it will show you the fitted line. So, the first data, the scatter plot I am showing as data point, and then the next line I am showing as fitted line, and leveling as fitted line, and giving the plt dot legend to plot that. So, and x level, y level, title, all of them I have added them in the to beautify the figure, and I am printing the optimized slope as the and the intercept. Slope means this m in the y equal to mx plus b, and b is the intercept. So, if you do the linear fitting example, if you do this thing, then you will get this linear fitting. So, it is calculating for this data, your aim, that is optimized slope is 0.26, and your b, that is intercept, is 5.07. So, I will just run it once and you can check it. I will admit other people. No, M and B I have not provided by I have not provided it, because I am actually calculating the M and B here. How? By using this curve fit tool. Okay. So, with this curve fit I am getting these parameters and covariance. Their parameters are the m, that is m means the slope the slope, and the b is the intercept in the y equal to mx plus b. So, that these m and b information are stored in the parameters of this curve fit tool. Okay. So, I am calculating that as well. I just have this, the given data to you is the x and y. From this, if you do this linear function and curve fit tool, if you use, then it will give you the m and b as parameters, and then you can use that m and b of this, and you can print it also. I am also printing here, and by using this m and b, you can just now calculate the fitted y with the linear function and then plot it. So, this is a linear fitting example. Okay. As well, you can define apart from linear function, you can define some other function. It will also give you can also check there. So, this is a very like a shortcut way, and there are not only, I will not say shortcut way, because there are several modules, libraries are available now in Python, which you can use to do second order, third order, fourth order, fifth order, sixth order, any order of fitting you can do with that. Okay. There are several curve fitting tool are available. So, this is a thing that I will also say, the things will be already will be shared with you. So, you no need to worry. I will go to the next, you can check with it later. So, the line plot, as I showed in the earlier class also, that how to do the plots. So this is another beautiful plot. I have just not plotted it, I have done some beautification in the plot also, that is also very needful to learn. So what I am doing, I am taking some 100 points between 0 to 10, and then I want to plot sin x, that is why I am taking y1 as np dot sin of x, y2 I want to plot cos x, so y2 is equal to np dot cos of x, then y3 that is np dot exponential e to the power minus x by 5 np dot cos 2x, this is nothing but a damping motion equation. So now I want to plot all of them in a figure, and figure size, normal figure size, when I have not defined the figure size, then this is a normal figure size. Okay. But now I want to I want to play with that also. I want to make figure size bigger. So for that I can do plt dot figure fig size equal to 10 comma 6, then it will generate that much amount of area for the figure, and then I will plot the sin x, cos x, and damped motion. So I have also, for that I have for the sine I have I have chosen the color blue, for the cos x I have chosen green, and for the damped motion I have chosen orange. Okay. So here I can see that I am using ax equal to plt dot subplot to plot it. This is just another way to plot it, and to show you, give you glimpses of all other ways. I am just using all those things. If you don't use this, that is also fine, you can just do plt dot plot and you will get the same result. But here what I have done, I have changed the line style. So for the first one, it is this line style is this one, which will give you this just a plain line. If the line style is double dash, then it will give you this dash line, this green one, and if you use this line style as colon, then it will give you this dot line. Okay. So that's why that's how I have changed the line style. I have changed the line width also. Line width is so the line width is 2 now. You can change with 3 also. I can change 3 and it will be even. Now with the 2 you can see this is bigger, this is wider than the 1. If I do 3, 4, it will be even wider. So I have set the title, x level, y level. I have used the legend, grid, and you can also see one another thing is the adding of annotation. Okay. So like I have already given the legend which is showing this box y equal to sin x, y equal to cos x, and y equal, I hope you can see my cursor. So these are the legends, but you can also use text at some particular point. For sine curve you can use this 1 comma 0.8, that means I have just chosen one point where it is again writing sine curve, like in between the figure also you can write or you can comment that what it is sine curve, cosine curve, or damped oscillation, whatever. Okay. And you can decide the font size also. I have given as 12, 12, 12. You can even reduce it, you can even make it broader or bigger. So I have given another thing is that plt dot type layout, such that it utilize the total figure, like 10 I have defined a figure size of 10 comma 6, and with the tight layout it will use the total part. If I don't use the tight layout, then you can face that in the x axis, in the y axis, it is the plot is starting after some point, like there is some space at the left side, or there is some space at the right side, or the upper side or the lower side. These kind of things can happen. So this is a nice habit to choose the it is a nice habit to choose a tight layout, that so that it can use the total figure. So this is another thing. So now with this if I run it, then you can see that this is the thing. Now if I change the line width and all those things, then you can find that I can play with these things actually, basically. So 3, I am increasing the font size as 14. So these are called annotation. Wherever I want to give a notation, I can you just give that. Okay. So now you can see it is even more enhancing to me, like the lines are broadened, and the annotations are size of the annotations are also increased. So you can see the like how much beautiful this plot is looking at this moment. Okay. So similarly, you can do the bar plot. I have taken another data like this time if you have just a sample of data as x, like only x. Forget about these levels, like I have some data as x, x equal to 23, 34, 77. So I just want to plot this as the 23 means it will go up to this, 34 means this, 77 means more than that, 21 means less than that, 45 means lesser than that. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, so yes, so and you can label them as A, B, C, D, and A, B, C, D labels you can forget for. Okay, A, B, C, D are the labels like corresponding to this 23. I want to label it as A, 34 as B, 77 as C, 21 as D, 45 as D, like that. So I have defined another list which is as labels, and then I am plotting the bar plot. So for bar plot, as at A, it is now you can see if you just do plt dot bar labels comma x, then and in color blue, and I am obviously giving x label, y label title, and showing the data, showing the plot. Then what it is showing is just this simple bar plot. Categories versus values, because I have given x level as categories, y level as values, and it is showing the simple bar plots. Why? What it is showing? It is showing A corresponding to A, the value is 23. B corresponding to B, it is what I have given. I have given 34, so 34. Then C 77, then D 21, and E 45. You can even do the beautification in it. One minute. Okay, so so this is a bar plot, and again this is similarly I am showing you the values versus categories. Categories are like apples, bananas, orange, grapes. You can also plot the bar plot similarly like that. This is another example. This is another example category for the same data, same thing, but this time I am showing with one more thing, that is here you can see that till now I was just showing category A versus the data values. Now I want to give the data points on the above or above of the each bar plots, each bars. So for that I can do this part. What I am doing is that I am enumerating over the data for the I value in enumerate in data. Data means this. Then and corresponding to each I value, that means each like the first value, second value, I am giving the value which is which is the data here. Like I am enumerating over the different data, like first point as data as 32, whatever it has taken, because I have created the data as random.randit. Then this is you can just this is not an extra information, you can remember it, you cannot remember it, this is fine, but I am just showing that there are several options that you can do with it. You can just enumerate the data over the data values that you have to plot to write the value on the above of each bar. Okay, you can check them when you are working with this. I will share these codes with you. Fine. So now there is something called histogram plot. There you can there I am here I am generating just 1000 data points, 1000 random samples from standard normal distribution, because I am using np.random.randn this time, RANDN, which will create a standard normal 1000 points with which will follow a normal distribution. Normal distribution means somewhat like Gaussian model, Gaussian distribution, uh, which follows the central theorem, central theorem. Okay, so so if you create now, you can do plot a histogram just by doing plt.hist, and you can plot the data and you can select the bins. I am binning with 20, that's why it is creating these 20 bars like things. If you create 30, then it will be, the bars will be even smaller with in size. And I am deciding the color as blue and the edge color as black. Edge color means the separation between two bars. So this is the x level, y level, title again, and I am showing. So you can just do this and it will show you the histogram plot. Fine. So there are several other plots option that is there in this next cell. Here I am again choosing two data, data 1 and data 2, and plotting as different in the different layout. I am like different with different styles. I am changing the style basically. So you can plot just by default without giving the edge color. If you don't give the edge color, then it will just show like this. That means the black lines that you are getting, that is because of this edge color defined as black. If you don't define as like that, then it will, you will get something like this. Now I am defining the edge color, then you will get something like this bar. This bar can be understood. So for that different color different part is written, like for you can check those. I am not going into the details because not much time is left. And then the third part is this. You can also do the stepped histogram without plotting the bars, just the step. Okay, so that is what we call the step histogram, and the way you can do it, that is given here. And the multiple histogram, this is like I am plotting the two histogram at the same plot without any edge color, and I have small like with the smaller width than the earlier. So you can play with these things. These are nothing, just nothing but that. Fine. So these are the several types of plots that you can do. You can again, I am telling, I will give the code to you. You just run them. You can learn them. You can play with them. Okay. So now I will go to the box plot. So this is another kind of plot where you can do the where you can do this box kind of thing, and like similarly corresponding to data 1, data 2 and data 3, I am defining 3 data as a normal distribution, and then I am combining the data as data 1, data 2, data 3 and plotting them. Okay, you can check this as well. So there are several data sets that are online available in the online. There is something called IRIS data set, which you can install just to play with the different plots and data to understand them. This is another example. I have loaded IRIS data, which is all available in the Python online. You can just install the Seaborn library. Here I am importing the Seaborn library as SNS and loading the IRIS data. Several data are available in the Seaborn library. Okay, and there are several other library also which provide you data. So this is a sample data with which Python let you do different help you to check with different data and plots. So here you can see that if you these are already, the Seaborn library already provide these things. If you just do the pair plot, it will give the, it will show you that if it will give you some figure like this, where it is showing that sepal length, uh, petal length and several other things. You can I also do not have the idea of iris data what it is. This is a very common example, that is why I am showing, you can check it. Okay. So, these are just to let you inform that several things are there, several things are there, like the few things that you need to learn for this course for sure is that NumPy, Python, basic use of Python, then NumPy, pandas, and SciPy, and matplotlib.pyplot. So, then you can have infinite number of options with which you can do infinite number of things with your data or your numerical simulations. Okay. So, fine. So, these are the things, and uh, oh, what is bean? Bean is a like number of the bean will decide the number of bars that you have in your histogram. Like if I let me show you that this is this in this histogram plot I have given beans, and it is showing 20, if you calculate 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 20 bars are there. Now suppose I am giving 10. So, you can see number of bars are decreased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, suppose I am giving 50, I will not count them, but you can see the number of the, if you increase the number of binning, then the number of bars will increase, and you can even see the fluctuation in the data much more clearly. If I decrease the beans, then the number of data points or the bars will decrease, and the fluctuation in the data point you will not be able to see that much. Ma'am, can you please explain the covariance and why we are using it for straight line fit? Okay, so straight line fit, because covariance, that is how the curve fit is defined. If you just do the curve fit, then whatever output it gives is the parameters, that is the m and b, that the like like what is the, like, sorry, let me go to that. It will give the slope and intercept. So, those are the parameters that comes corresponding to the linear line. So, that is what it will give as parameters, and covariance is automatically calculated. This is inbuilt in this curve fit tool. Okay. So, but of course I am not using covariance here, I am just utilizing the parameters. That's what that's where the information of slope and intercept are stored, and now I am using it to calculate the fitted line. And now the second question is why I am using this linear fitting, because with these data are very random. You cannot fit this data with a line. I showed you that if you just plot a PLT, if you just do the PLT dot plot here, then you will get a zigzag line, but it also has some trend, like either upward trends or downward trends or whatever, then that you can understand by doing a linear fitting. So, if I do this linear fitting, then it is showing that it has a upward trend somewhat. Without doing that linear fitting, you would not be able to understand that what trend it has, okay, for this very random kind of data. Why so random? Because the less amount of data points you have, you will have the you will have more randomness. With the number of increase in the data points, you will have much better idea about the data. Okay. So, so that's why we are using learning about the linear fitting. And as I am saying, this linear fitting for this data is very bad policy, because this can be fitted very nicely maybe with some other data, like some other function, maybe some sine function, or maybe some other like x plus x square plus x cube this function, some what I can say, higher order functions with which it can be fitted much more nicely, because this going upwards and downwards feature is not available with the linear fit. Okay. So, but this is just a very simple way to understand the trend of the data, as well as to as I am giving you a sense of fitting. So, the most simple way to understand the fitting is the linear fitting, that is why I am showing it. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, fine. So, so now we have done this linear fit. So now we have done these other plots also. Now I will very quickly go to the loops and algorithms. So there are several loops. Let me. There are people waiting. No. Fine. So there are actually several types of loops that are available. I mean, I'm sorry. There are several types of loops like while loop, for loop, nested while loop, nested for loop. All of them, all of them, like not many number of loops. There are 4-5 types of loops, and you can by utilizing this for loop you can use nested for, nested while, do while, all those loops you can create to for according to your purposes. Okay. So here it is showing first it is showing if else and elif. So if else is like suppose I am my age is 25 or something, 35 or 45, or maybe my age is 15 or 10, then without like you just want to you don't want to use your brain, and you just want to put your age and check if you are eligible to vote, give vote or not. So for that this is just a for example this is just an example code that I am defining age equal to integer I will take as input because I want to put my age, then and it will write as enter your age, and there I will give my age, then it will check if I am eligible for vote or not. So if that's why I am writing if age is greater than equal to 18, then print you are eligible to vote, else else if you are not 18 or if you are not equal to 18 or greater than 18, then you are then print, that means else you print you are not eligible to vote. So right now you can see if I am running it, then it is first giving me enter your age. Now I will write as 19. So it is writing you are eligible to vote. Now again I will write sorry. So again it is writing, now I will write my age as enter your age, I will write 10. So now it is showing you are not eligible to vote yet. Okay. Now I want to check if a number is positive, negative or 0. So we know what is a positive number, negative number or 0. So for that I can if it is greater than 0 then it is positive, if it is less than 0 that is that I can use elif, it is less than 0 then it is negative, if it is else that means if it is 0 then it will it will show as 0. So let me write my number as 12 and I am entering, then it is showing your sorry 12, then it is showing the number is positive. Okay. Now this is the if else and elif, then for loop. For loop suppose for loop I have already mentioned that this is a very useful loop, this is what you use most. So here I am writing for num in range 1 to 6 print num, that means in whatever it will be there inside the range, it will go from that to that. That means it is the range is from 1 to 6. That means it will start from 1 and it will end at 6 minus 1. In case of for loop, it starting point is whatever you are giving, and ending point is the number you are giving, one number less than that. That means it will run from 1 to n minus 1. Let me comment it here. Start what you give, and n minus 1, whatever you give one number less than that. So for num in range 1 to 6 I am printing the number itself, so it will print it. So it is printing 1 2 3 4 5. Now I want to calculate the sum of numbers in a list using a for loop. So number in num in numbers, that means it will take from this list and it will add sum of numbers plus equal to num and it will print it. So you can see 20 plus 30 plus 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50 is 150. Again nested loop I can use, print a pattern of asterisk. So I can use for I in range 5, inside that it will run another loop for j in range I plus 1, print star and end print star and end with a like space. So, for this is what I am printing. So, you can see this type of star print, like this kind of pattern is created. Okay. Now, I can generate a multiplication table and highlight even numbers. Okay. So, this you can check. I am not going. This is also a nested for loops. I am using for loops as well as if else loop inside the for loop. Another thing is while loop. I can use a while loop to count down, like count equal to 5. Then from the 5 to 1 it will count 1, like 5 4 3 2 1. If I give as 10, then it will give 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. So from the it will do the countdown. That's why I have written as the countdown. What we do 3 2 1, that is what we call as countdown. So this is what it will do. So you can see from 5 it is writing 5 4 3 2 1. So these are simple examples that I have tried to show you. So you can also calculate the factorial of a number using a while loop. Suppose number you can enter, then factorial and count, you can go count less than equal to number. For 1 it will take as 1, and other than that it will count, it will just do the star equal to count, and count plus equal to 1, and it will print that. Okay. So you can just learn how to calculate what is factorial and how to calculate the factorial. This is what it is, and if you just if I write 5 and enter, then it is showing the factorial of 5 is 120. Now, for loop with a break, you can do like number at these, search values at these. So now inside the for loop, I want to found a number if it is present over there or not. So if I there is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So search value I am given as, I have given as 30. So for number in numbers, it will start check from left to right, and it will, if number is equal to search value, this value, then it will print that found this number in the list. And if it is not found, then it will and if it is found, then it will break the loop. It will not go to the next. And if it does not found it, then if it then it will go to the else part, and it will print that it is not found in the list. So now I have written as 30. So if I run it, so it is writing found 30 in the list. Now I am writing 25, which is not there. Then if I run it, so it is writing 25 not found in the list. Okay, so there are several these kind of examples that you can check with you can check with the like you can check with other things. Like these are very simple yet understandable problems and examples that I have shown to you. Okay. So fine, I hope these things are clear. And now I would like to just go to the, I don't have much time, I will just go to the problem solving session, where I will show you the problems, and you can I will answer them very quickly, and at the end 3 questions are there for the homework. So first question. First question, it is telling which of the following is the correct approach to fill missing values in case of categorical variable, and categorical variable is already told to you in your class. In your class means in your lectures. So I hope you can do this. So you can try to answer this. Yes, mode is the right answer. So the answer will be mode 1, mode. Then I will go to the next question. Next question, it is showing assume a pandas data frame df underscore cards, which when printed is as shown below, whichever it is giving, card name, type, brand, price. Based on these information, answer questions 2 and 3. So in the question 2, it is showing of the following set of statements, which of them can be used to extract the column type as a separate data frame. So one printing mistake is here, df, it should be df underscore cards for all of these above options, not df cards, df underscore cards. Okay. So now you can, I can show you the question again. This is the data that you have as a data frame, and now these are the question. First is that which is type, which can extract the type column, and the third is that if df underscore cards dot describe is given written, then what it will give in the as the output. So this is the question, this is the data. Okay, so first question answer will be A and C. Sorry, second question answer will be A and C, like df underscore cards third bracket inverted comma type, and this loc df underscore card dot loc only. This also, this A and C are correct answer. Yes, Parambrata, Bhagyashree, Vishal, you are correct. Of course, and um, whoever has done A and C, that is correct. And the 3 is answer 3 is car dot describe. You can, this is also very easy one, you can of course understand. Tell me the answer. Question 3, what is the answer? That is very, this is very easy. No, for the 3 the answer will be the answer will be price of the price in lakhs. Okay. So that is the answer for 3. 3 will be price in lakhs, that is a 3 C. Yes, yes, correct. Now I will go to the question 4. It is asked, these are also very easy question. Which pandas function is used to stack the data frames vertically? Which pandas module use to stack the data frames vertically? Yes, if you are correct, pd.concat. Then which of the following are libraries in Python? Which of the following are libraries in Python? This is the most easy question. Yes, all of the above. Now I have this question for your homework for question 6, 7 and 8. It is saying I am giving you one data which is giving us hotel bookings.csv. This data set contains the booking information of a city hotel and a resort hotel, and it includes more information such as when booking was made, length to stay, the number of adults, children, countries, customer, etc. And it is a huge data. The data set can be used to get started in practice for the exploratory data analysis and building the predictive models. So now you can utilize it to answer this question 6, 7 and 8, and as well you can try to plot several data set, you can understand and you can analyze. This is another data set that I am providing to you, we are providing to you, so that you can learn to handle it as well as to play with it. Okay, so this is the question 6, 7 and 8 that I am not going through again, because these are your homework problem. And last but not the least, question 9 and 10. Again some easy question. What will be the output of the following code? It is saying import numpy as np, b equal to true 2 3 np dot nan and false, type I for I equal to in to b. That means b ke andar whatever there is like true 2 3.0 np dot nan, false, what are the types of those data? What are the types of those data? Basically inside the B, whatever is written over there, what are the types of them? Yes, whoever is writing A, they are absolutely correct. Boolean, then integer, then float, then string. And last, which command is used to generate the plot shown below? So there is one mistake in this question also. If anyone can understand what is the problem in this question, please write in the chat box. That is one problem in this question. Whoever is answering A, that is given as answer, but uh, check very carefully. I have shown that how to plot this dash dash line. This dash line cannot come just with a single dash. It should actually be double dash to get this dash dash line. I have shown that to you with the sine cosine plot. Okay. So, yes, it is option 1, that single dash, but yes, but it should be actually dash dash to get that line. Yes, fine. Okay. So, okay, so this is 8 for the week 2, week 3. Whoever is joining now, there is no point, I think, because all of the things are done and I wanted to complete it. And there are several examples that I have shown to you. Today's class was very important. In the next class, we'll join for the last time, one last time for this course, where we'll check with some more data, like some we'll so the linear regression and all those things. Those are more advanced topics, and I would like to say that please play with the codes that I am giving to you, that the assignments, the practice sets. There are a lot of assignments that I used to upload. These assignments are of course uploaded, as well as one extra set I used to upload. That also you try to that also you try to solve. Those are there in the Google Drive folder. I have already shared the Google Drive folder and YouTube channel link with you. Please go there, visit there. You will get several information and these recorded video lectures also. Okay, so fine. So this is what we have for this class. And there were actually a lot of things that we discussed today. Fine, and the codes I will upload it. The codes I will upload in this Google Drive folder, that is already shared with you. So, see you in the next class. Okay, so Irani is saying that can you show the conditional probability program once? So, don't worry, I will upload that as well. Conditional probability code. Okay, that joint probability code. Okay, no need to worry, I will upload that as well. You can download it, you can play with it, you can modify it, whatever you want to do, you just do it. Everything is for you only, you guys only. So, no need to worry. So, and these things whatever I have shown in very fast manner, I know it was very fast. So, just follow them as well, just download them and work with them as well. I will upload them too. So, no need to worry. Okay, fine. So, we will meet on the next class on the next Saturday on the same time 5 to 7 for last week. Okay. So, bye.